Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Oh, so join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Oh, so join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Peachy Tea Tyme, yeah, yeah. Peachy Tea Tyme.
When they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? That ain't that what we're supposed to do. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
This is nothing but pure evil. We can have 100 new police cars. We can have a brand new, beautiful, multi-million-dollar police substation right up the road. But until we stop this violence, the cycle of violence, like I've said over and over again, we're going to still be standing here, and it's only going to get worse.
Because the truth is this: domestic violence is not a private issue. It's not a family issue. It is a community issue. And when we fail to respond in a coordinated, consistent, and compassionate way, people die.
We cannot be and make this a joke. This is not a freaking joke. This is real. And this is the result when someone snaps. So I'm going to ask the community, along with prayer, with every mental health consultant, counselor that is out here, this family and this community needs you. I need you. Because how do we get through this?
Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Oh, so join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Oh, so join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Peachy Tea Tyme, yeah, yeah. Peachy Tea Tyme.
When they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? That ain't that what we're supposed to do. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Hey, baby, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can call me Miss Peachy, because that's what everybody call me anyways. Now, what's goody, baby? What's goody on your block, baby? Everything good open here. We're going to keep it that way. We're going to keep it that way. So stay away. Stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away. I hope you all are doing good out there today. My buttons and things act like they don't want to play right now. That's fine. It's playing. There you go. Now it's playing. So what's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good, baby? When I tell you we all sad. We all sad today. We are all sad today. We were sad yesterday. And I think it traveled overnight for everybody. I know you all know what I'm talking about. I am talking about, if you don't know, I don't know where you been, but I suggest that you come on back over here to our planet. But we are talking tonight about the 8 children. The 8 children that was taken up out of here, y'all. When I tell y'all, it was a devastating thing. When I got the news, it was yesterday morning when I got the news. And I'm sorry, y'all. Being that I started late, I've got to pull up all my clips in order. So y'all gonna see my eyes looking everywhere, but it's okay. It is okay, because you best believe I know exactly what's going on tonight. Okay, so again, I want to say rest in peace. Let's start with that. Rest in peace to all of the 8. I ain't say 3. I ain't say 4. I said 8 children. Baby, when I heard that, it took me out right then and there. I'm like, 8? That's a lot. I thought maybe I was reading things wrong. I'm be honest, I thought I was reading things wrong, because I didn't see the news clip first. I saw the news clip first. I'm sorry. I saw the news clip first, but I didn't see the news broadcast. Okay? I didn't see the news broadcast first. And so I ran in the house because I was outside. I just got to the crib. And I was outside getting ready to come in, and that's when I got the alert. Y'all know, because of what I do, I get alerts. And I'm sitting here like, am I reading this correctly? Like, this can't be happening right now. Am I dreaming? Pinch me. Am I dreaming? That's how I felt. And then I came in, I read everything to Pooley. You know, nothing was out. When I tell y'all, like, just the news article, and then maybe 10 minutes later, that's when the news broadcast came out. But it was on Facebook first. Shout out to Facebook. It was on Facebook first. Y'all, I'm still getting my clips together. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, dog. I'm prepared for stuff like this. So I already got them in order and everything. I just got to put them up on the screen, baby. But when I saw the news broadcast, it was in real time. Okay? It was in real time. I'm sitting up here like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? I can't believe this. And then I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, did you see the news? Girl, did you see the news? She's like, nah. I told her what happened. She was in disbelief. Like, nobody could believe that this was happening. And I'm sure the same with y'all. Everybody was literally in shock. Y'all got 2 more to go. Everybody was in shock. Everybody getting on the phone, calling everybody. Like, did y'all hear the news? Like, this was one of the most devastating things that I have seen in my entire life. And I'm just going to be honest. I don't know about y'all, because everybody that watches Peachy Tea Tyme, we all come from somewhere else. Everybody does not come from where I come from, watching Peachy Tea Tyme. So, for me, I had never, ever seen anything like this before a day in my life. So again, my prayer goes out to the family. We are going to start the show with this story. I have other clips. I got other stuff to show y'all on different stories tonight. So please, please, please make sure y'all tune in all night tonight. I have three new commercials that I gotta show y'all. Gotta show y'all these commercials. So y'all, please relax, enjoy yourself. If you watching on your phone right now, but you got a TV, pull us up. Pull us up on YouTube. Okay? Pull us up on YouTube. If you got a smart TV, pull me up on YouTube and go ahead and lay back, kick back, watch the show. Get your drink, whatever it is, but make sure you watch the show. Tonight, I'm drinking on some wine. It's called Josh. It was a birthday gift from somebody. Thank you. Josh is some red wine. Very tasty. I also got my hat on from my friend Tamika for my birthday. Hey, Tamika. Thank you, boo. Tamika said, did you wear the hat yet? I said, I ain't went nowhere. I ain't did no show on the week. She like, when you gonna wear the hat? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, tonight, you know what? I'm gonna wear my friend hat. Thank you so much, boo. Thank you so much. So we are about to get started with this show, y'all. Hey, Carmen. How are you? I love you. Carmen, I be thinking about you all the time. Hey, Petite 6. Petite kids. Hey, welcome back. I remember you. I don't know if I tried to say your name last time. Well, baby, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming back, baby. Let's go ahead, y'all. Let's get this show started because I got so much to show y'all tonight. So we got to go ahead and get started. Again, I really hope that y'all enjoy the show tonight. And also, I hope that you all continue to keep this family in your prayers. All the families that I'm finna show y'all tonight. Keep them all in your prayers, okay? Every last one of them. All right, y'all. Now, I got something to show y'all at the end when it comes to this first story about the kids. Some of y'all been making fake GoFundMe accounts. How dare y'all? How dare y'all? 8 kids done lost their lives. And y'all sitting up here making fake GoFundMe accounts. Yeah. Friend of the family got something to say to y'all. Okay? And baby, don't worry about it. I got it. So let's go ahead, y'all. Let's get started with this show. And don't forget, we got 3 commercial breaks, y'all. We got 3 commercial breaks tonight. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this show. Here we go.
Louisiana defies all understanding. Police confirming a father turned his gun on 7 of his own children. Holding hands, praying, shaking, trying to make sense of what happened Sunday morning. These neighbors woke up to a horror they'll never forget.
Right now, we have at least 10 individuals that were struck by gunfire last night in a domestic disturbance. 8 of these individuals are deceased. The ranges of the decedents are from 1 year of age to approximately 14 years of age. All of the deceased in this case are juvenile.
You heard people wailing when they received the news from the Shreveport, Louisiana police. Later, the news getting even worse.
I can tell you that 7 of the 8 children that were killed are believed to be his children. We are still working to determine a complete motive and understanding as to why this happened.
There's no understanding of father murdering his own children, the pain running deep.
And this is the result when someone snaps. So I'm going to ask the community, along with prayer, with every mental health consultant, counselor that is out here, this family and this community needs you. I need you. Because how do we get through this?
In total, detectives say 31-year-old Shamar Elkins shot 10 people in 3 different locations. 7 of the 8 juvenile victims were killed inside a home, the 8th on the roof while trying to escape. The 2 people who survived, police say, are Elkins' wife and girlfriend. both shot in the head, both in critical condition.
All I can tell you today is my heart is saddened. It has brought me to my knees, and of course, that's a great place to be, because then we can communicate with God.
When police moved in to arrest him, they say he carjacked a person at gunpoint. Officers gave chase, catching up to him, then shooting and killing Elkins. The multiple crime scenes, gruesome.
Imagine the first responders, the crime scene investigators, the coroners, deputy coroners, and the coroners people that go in, and they have to discover these 8 children murdered all at the same time. It just was a horrific scene out there.
And this is raw, and these are the tragedies when there are domestic violence or domestic disturbances in our community.
Now, the National Institute of Health says domestic violence killings are on the rise. In 2019, there were 1,065 domestic violence murders. 5 years later, in 2024, that number more than doubled to 2,339.
All right, y'all. I want to start off by saying again, rest in peace to all these babies that lost their lives. I also want to start off by saying that if you are in some type of trouble when it comes to domestic violence, you don't know how to leave, you don't know how to talk to anyone, to your friends and family about it, please seek other resources. Please seek other resources. When it comes to our community, a lot of us don't get the help that we need. A lot of us don't have the funds for therapists, for counseling. A lot of children, if they're in the system and if they have some type of, disability or something like that, they are able to get therapy. And everything on the show is allegedly. Let me add that. Everything on the show is allegedly. I'm trying to clean up everything with my explicit language. So eventually we will not have any explicit language on the show. But I just may slip tonight. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But a lot of us just don't have those resources as far as free counseling, free therapy. Some of us got friends that's a therapist, and they don't even give you free counseling. Thank God I ain't got no friend. If I do got a friend that's a therapist, I don't know you a friend. I don't know, not that you a friend. I don't know that you do counseling. I'm so serious. I don't got nan friend that I know of that is a therapist. But like I was saying, some people are therapists and won't even give a friend a session. Or they feel like, oh, just because we done had a conversation over the phone, that's your session. No. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they can't afford it. It's different if they can afford it. But if you know your friend can't afford it and you know they need some help, please help them. Please help them. That's all I want to say on that part right there. Let's go ahead. Moving right along to the next clip. We still talking about the story, y'all. We still talking about the story. Here we go.
My heart is just taken back. I want to let the community know that all of my resources are out here processing every piece of evidence at every scene. And at some time in the near future, we'll be able to give some more conclusive information about exactly what took place.
Shamar Elkins' wife, Shaniqua, was also shot and gravely wounded, as was another romantic partner at a nearby house. Both those women are in the hospital in critical condition. Meanwhile, the scene got a whole bunch of bystanders and neighbors and community members and those who knew and loved the family to this area. They were all concerned. They were all grieving, wanting answers as to what sparked this. But we can let you know that today was the day that Shamar and Shaniqua Elkins were due in court to talk about their divorce.
So she found out he got another baby on the way, and then boom, 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 that, everything. So everything boiled down to that. So other than that, I don't know what went wrong this morning, but I hope she pulled through. So she got shot 8 times. So my 5 grandkids gone.
So meanwhile, this community is left mourning, is left grieving, shocked that some despicable tragedy like that could have happened in a house right here, a house that looks just like any other. And in the meantime, the community is going to try to find a way forward. Reporting in Cedar Grove community, I'm Shannon Bernier, KTPS 3 News. Nate, back to you.
Appreciate the update there, Shannon. The Caddo Parish Coroner's Office saying the 8 children killed, with 3 boys and 5 girls ranging in ages from 3 to 11. They're identified as 3-year-old Jayla Elkins, 5-year-old Shayla Elkins, 6-year-old Caleb Pugh, 6-year-old Kadarian Snow, 7-year-old Layla Pugh, 5-year-old Braylon Snow, 10-year-old Marcaden Pugh, and 11-year-old Saria Snow. And welcome back. The Shreveport community and the Bossier community, for that matter, continue to grieve this morning following an awful, tragic domestic violence attack that has claimed the lives of 8 children. We continue our live team coverage this morning with Shannon Bernier.
All right, y'all, we're going to stop that right there. We still have a couple more clips on this because I wanted you guys to see some of the family, and everything, and what they all have to say and stuff. So we do have a couple clips left of that. And then I'm going to give my commentary on how I feel about everything that happened. Okay, I just want to get these clips out the way. Here we go.
Say Shamar Elkins killed 8 children, including
look at his look at him. Sorry.
Execution-style shooting in Shreveport, Louisiana, early Sunday morning.
When he returned here, he began to execute children.
The incident started as a domestic dispute around 5 in the morning. According to police, Elkins shot a woman in the face at one house, then went to the house where his children were and shot another woman. Police say he pursued the children, even as some of them tried to escape.
Were they crawling out of windows to get onto a roof?
Yeah, so actually this house right here that you see behind us, there's a window right above the garage. They actually climbed out of that window, we believe. And unfortunately, one of the children was actually located deceased on the roof. So we are working to determine, we do believe that he shot the child while the child was on the roof trying to get away.
Police said the shooter then stole a vehicle from a driver at gunpoint and led officers on a multi-parish chase. He stopped in the neighborhood and got out with a gun. Officers shot and killed him.
We believe there were multiple weapons used here. There is a handgun that was recovered at this scene, and then there was a rifle-style handgun that was recovered on his person.
One of the adults shot was the wife of the shooter. Both women are hospitalized and expected to live. Photos posted to the gunman's Facebook page show him with several children. One posted just 2 weeks ago, captioned, "With all my kids, what a blessed day."
The kids played in the yard every evening.
Fred Montgomery lives directly across the street. He said there were no signs the shooter would do something like this.
Just yesterday evening, he was sitting on the porch, and I waved at him. He waved back. The children were in the yard playing, and I just come in the house. And this morning, we woke up to all of this.
Elkins had previously pleaded guilty to a weapons charge. That was back in 2019, but police are still looking for answers as to what it was that prompted this shooting. Jason Allen, CBS News, Shreveport, Louisiana.
Well, so far we know a little bit about what happened. Honestly, none of us really know exactly what happened in that house. We don't know exactly what made him upset. But what we do know, per the news, is that Shamar and his wife was in the process of getting a divorce. As of today was the date that they was actually supposed to go to court. So they don't know if that has something to do with it. He had contacted some family members or friends and had, let them know that he didn't want to get a divorce. He didn't want to leave her. That his wife found out that he had another child on the way. Yep. 8 kids. Well, 7. He killed 7 of his own, they said. So we don't know how many kids he really had in total. But we know that he took out 7 of his own kids out of the 8. One of the news clips said that the 8th one was his cousin, was a cousin, they said, a cousin. So that's what one of the news clips said. But it's so much that people are saying, speculations going on, all of that. I know that they mentioned on one of the news clips, because I listen to so many news clips, y'all. I've been listening to these news clips since yesterday when it happened. Okay, just randomly finding clips, because this was nationwide. Like, everybody knew about this, unless you just wasn't looking at social media. Then you probably wouldn't know, or if you just didn't watch no news on your TV, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know unless somebody called you and told you, "Girl, let me tell you what happened." You wouldn't know. I'm just saying. But this man had went to his, now I done heard sister, I done heard girlfriend, and I done heard baby mama. I done heard all 3 of them. But he went over there to this other girl house and shot her in the face. She's in critical condition. Then at his home, or at his wife's house, we'll say that, at his wife's house, he went there, shot her and the 8 children. Yeah, the 8 children. One of the kids, as you heard in the last clip, tried to escape out the window onto the roof of the garage. So as soon as you come out the window, the garage is right there, a little bit lower, but it's right there, connected. So that's where he was at, and they found him there, deceased. He gets in the car, or he takes off running. There was a clip, a ring door bell clip, that you can see him running down the street, and then he carjacked somebody. Okay, he carjacked somebody, and after he carjacked somebody, that's when he took off, and then that's when the police came. Some people say that the police was pulling them out. Y'all finna find out. Y'all finna find out. Why? Because I have the timeline. I have the timeline that they just put out today, 4 hours ago, y'all. 4 hours ago, they put this out. So I want y'all to listen to this. Listen to this timeline. It is a little lengthy, but y'all, it's so worth listening to. And I'm just being honest with y'all. It's so worth listening to. So I want y'all to hear this. And when we come back, we'll be moving on to what the family of the friend got to say about this GoFundMe. Okay? So listen to this timeline. Here we go.
About 5:55 a.m. on Sunday morning, Shreveport police received the first call regarding a disturbance at a resident in the 300 block of West 79th Street. The caller stated that they were on top of a house. The suspect was inside and that a male had been shot. 3 minutes later at 5:58, dispatch received an additional call indicating the suspect was a relative of the caller. A minute later, 5:59 a.m., dispatch was advised that approximately 9 individuals resided at the location. The caller further stated that the suspect, identified as Shamar Elkins, had shot everyone inside the home. At 6 o'clock a.m., 1 minute later, the caller advised that she and her children had fled from the roof and were now in the backyard. 6:01 a.m., officers arrived on the scene. 6:03, officers made contact with the caller at the residence. At 6:05 approximately, officers requested the Shreveport Fire Department to stage at a nearby location close to Linwood. 6:07 a.m., a second call was received regarding a shooting in the 500 block of Harrison Street. The caller stated that her boyfriend had shot her, taken her 3 children, and fled the scene. 6:08 a.m., the victim identified the suspect as Shamar Elkins. At 6:10, dispatch linked the Harrison Street shooting with the shooting on West 79th Street and that they all were related. At 6:15, officers received information that the suspect had carjacked a red Kia Sportage at West 79th, closest to Linwood. At 6:17 a.m., our traffic units out on random patrol encountered or observed that particular vehicle traveling southbound on Interstate 49. The officers advised at 6:18 that they were crossing the Red River Bridge into Bossier City. At 6:20, officers received information that the children taken from the Harrison Street residence may be inside of the fleeing vehicle. 6:23 a.m., officers advised that they were exiting near Swan Lake area. 6:25 a.m. approximately, officers located the injured victims from the Harrison Street shooting. 6:29 a.m., officers made contact with the suspect through an exchange of gunfire. At 6:30 a.m., officers confirmed contact with the suspect in the 400 block of Brompton Lane. 6:40 a.m., officers advised that the suspect vehicle was empty and no children were located inside. 6:43 a.m., officers cleared the residence of West 79th Street where multiple deceased victims were located. 7:03 a.m., Shamar Elkins was pronounced deceased at the scene on Brompton Lane. 7:14 a.m., the Shreveport Police Department contacted the Louisiana State Police Investigative Division, and they began their deployment to the Bossier City address to begin to investigate the officer-involved shooting.
All I can tell you today is my heart is saddened. It has brought me to my knees, and of course, that's a great place to be because then we can communicate with God.
Apparently, the shooter started at one place and shot someone who he had a relationship with or was in a relationship with. And then he went to the other location where there actually, I think, were 9 children there. One of the children has survived, but 8 of them were shot and killed by the same person. He then bolted from the house, hijacked a car, and took off. The police gave chase, and they ended up in an exchange of gunfire, at which time the assailant is deceased.
Over 30% of our crimes and 30% of our murders in the city of Shreveport are domestic in relation. Now that number has gone up. We've more than doubled our homicides in the city of Shreveport because of one act of domestic violence. We as a community, black, white, Republican, Democrat, need to stand together and fight for what is right. This is nothing but pure evil. We can have 100 new police cars. We can have a brand new, beautiful, multi-million-dollar police substation right up the road. But until we stop this violence, the cycle of violence, like I've said over and over again, we're going to still be standing here, and it's only going to get worse.
Because the truth is this: domestic violence is not a private issue. It's not a family issue. It is a community issue. And when we fail to respond in a coordinated, consistent, and compassionate way, people die. This tragedy is a painful reminder that we cannot afford to work in silos. We cannot afford to wait until the next crisis. We cannot afford to treat domestic violence as an afterthought. We must ensure that every victim, every mother, every father, every child has access to safety, support, and intervention before the violence escalates. So today, I'm calling on every leader in this parish to join us in building a fully coordinated, community-wide response to domestic violence.
I was born and raised in Cedar Grove, so that was the neighborhood I grew up in. So I get it, and I just want to, it don't even have to be Cedar Grove. It can be Cooper Road, Allendale, Lakeside. All communities, all neighborhoods should feel the tragedy of today.
I'm asking you to please utilize every resource that the sheriff has brought forth now when you know that these situations occur. We cannot be and make this a joke. This is not a freaking joke. This is real, and this is the result when someone snaps. So I'm gonna ask the community, along with prayer, with every mental health consultant, counselor that is out here, this family and this community needs you. I need you. Because how do we get through this? How do we get to the next level? It is real and this is wrong. And these are the tragedies when there are domestic violence or domestic disturbances in our community.
That was hard to take in, wasn't it? I know, y'all. That was hard to take in. But baby, it had to be seen. I had to show it. That clip was 9 minutes long. And I said, this can't be broken up. We had to hear the entire thing. And I thank you all. I thank you all for staying in and watching it. This is scary, sad, terrifying. It makes you angry. Let me take this banner down. It makes you angry. It makes you wonder what went wrong? How do a person snap like that? We see people snap all the time and take out somebody that pissed them off, made them mad. But to take out 8 kids? Y'all know just as I know them 8 kids ain't said nothing to him to make him take out all 8 at the same time. Execution style. And to me, what makes it worse is that these kids was woke, running, trying to get away. Can you imagine how terrified they was? We can't imagine. Like, that had to be the scariest thing for these little kids, teenagers as well. Imagine you running out the window on the roof thinking you almost there. You're making it away. And the neighbors come outside. Police get there and see this baby on the roof, deceased. When I tell y'all he going straight to hell, well, he went straight to hell. He didn't even have to wait for the pearly gates. There was no pearly gates for him. He ain't sitting there waiting on his time to go to hell. Baby, he went straight there. Like, as soon as he took his last breath, baby, he was out of there. He was probably on fire then. His feet probably got caught on fire before he took his last breath. I'm just saying. So sad. So sad. But first, y'all, before we get into the last video of the family of the friend, y'all got to see this. Y'all know we don't play when it comes to our money. And then y'all send up the line, making fake GoFundMes. And you think this family wasn't going to say nothing, baby? Shreveport, Louisiana? You thought they wasn't going to have nothing to say to y'all? Oh, baby, they got something to say. But first, before we show it, what they had to say, told y'all we got 3 commercial breaks. So we're going to go ahead, get into our first commercial break right now, because I don't want to have to run them back to back. So we're going to get into our first brand new commercial break. All 3 of our commercials is brand new tonight, okay? Brand new. So y'all check out this new commercial break. And for those that want to know, who do your commercial break? Me. I do my own commercial breaks. I do everything that y'all see. Flyers, all of it. I do it all. Get the clips ready, all that. I do it all. So let's get into our first commercial break. Baby, Sagna. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can call me Miss Peachy, because that's what everybody call me anyways. Come and join me on July 24th, 2026 at 5:30 p.m., you guys. 5:30 p.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. for a very special meet and greet evening in Saginaw, Michigan. Who y'all coming to meet? Me, Miss Peachy. That's who. I am so excited to finally meet each and every one of you in person. Some of you have shared your stories with me on the show, and so many of you have supported by watching Peachy Tea Tyme. Now the time has finally come, you guys, for us to connect face to face. Join me for an evening of great conversation, live DJ, shout out to DJ Prince, light snacks and beverages, and of course, a warm and welcoming atmosphere. We're at the Duane Ferris Community Center in the college room, you guys, in the college room. I truly cannot wait to spend this unforgettable evening with you all. Let's make memories together, baby. Love you guys. See you soon.
Oh, good catch.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Alicia Gatewood here on KTL News Now. We've been bringing you the story about the tragic death of the children that happened over the weekend. I'm here now with a very close family friend. During this time, donations and everything like that, it's a positive thing. But I just want Miss Davis, she's going to share with you where to send that and to let you know that there are some fakes out there. Miss Davis?
Okay.
So we are aware of the fact that there have been multiple GoFundMe accounts that have been set up on behalf of the children. How they're greatly appreciated. However, they have not been approved by the family. There's a particular individual, Miss Carla Collins, that has been contacted this morning. I personally contacted her myself, per the family, and asked her to take it down. However, that account has not been taken down. So we are asking that anyone that have any intentions on donating, do not donate to those accounts because they have not been approved by the family. There's a bank account that is in process of being open, and anyone that would like to donate, they can donate to that particular account. Once that account has been opened and set up, that information will be provided for those who would like to donate to this cause. Also, services are completely being donated by Mr. Lynn Connor Jr. and the Precious Memories Mortuary. He has not asked the community for anything. However, there are those who insist on wanting to donate. So again, that account is going to be set up for those who would like to donate to this cause.
All right, Ms. Davis, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
We're
You're
gonna
welcome.
have that link for you guys as soon as it's made available on our website, ktlnews.com, as well as our KTAL News Now app. For now, we'll continue giving you updates on the situation.
All right. There's some thieves out there, and y'all going to hell too. Y'all going to. I mean, are y'all that broke? Yeah, I know. It's struggling time. It's hard times out here. I get it. But I don't get you doing this. You can't be doing stuff like this. You go to jail, I think. But even if you can't go to jail, you go to hell. Jail or hell. Whichever one. That's where you going. Miss Lady and all the rest of y'all out there that's doing that. Do you have a heart? Do you have a heart? Like, I just don't think you do. This is crazy. And this ain't the first time. We done heard this happen several times when people cross on over. People go outside, especially if it's a nationwide news thing. And that's the crazy part about it. So, y'all have heard it here on Peachy Tea Tyme. Them folks have not set up no GoFundMe yet. They ain't set up no bank account yet. They're in the process of doing it. Y'all go to the news station, get the link. I couldn't remember the news station. KTLA, I believe it is. But just in case I'm wrong, just all you gotta do is rewind it back. Just rewind it back. Not right now, but rewind it back after the show. Do a screenshot, voice record, whatever. Not voice record, but record it. That's all you gotta do. Don't give your money to nobody else. Go on the link. Or go on to the page, the news page, get the link, and donate then. Cause what y'all doing ain't it. Y'all just giving somebody else y'all money. I'm just saying. Well, y'all, we are done with that story. Again, so many of us have heard about it. We are all praying for the family. We are praying for the mother, the wife, and we're also praying for the other young lady that they are saying that are in critical condition. So prayers go up to them. The wife, I know, is going to be hard for her if she have not heard yet. And even if she did hear, I'm sure it was hard for her to accept that all her kids is gone. We don't know if all of the kids that were there are hers. Well, we know all of them isn't hers. But we don't know if she has some more kids that was somewhere else. That's what I'm saying. So our prayers go to this family, to the mom, to the other young lady. Just a sad situation. So let's move right along, y'all. We're finna go to the D. Y'all. We head to Detroit. It went down over there too, y'all. So here we go.
All right, thank you so much, Allie.
Well, new this morning, a gas station clerk who witnessed a shooting that killed 3 people is speaking out to 7 News Detroit about what he witnessed.
It's our top story this half hour. It happened early Sunday morning on Detroit's west side, and police say it all stemmed from a minor car crash.
Now take a look at this gas station surveillance video showing that violence unfold in just a matter of seconds. Shots ring out, claiming the lives of 2 men and a woman.
And this morning, we are bringing you the first-person perspective of the gas station attendant who was working when the chaos erupted.
7 News Detroit reporter Ryan Marshall joins us live from that gas station, breaking down what we know and what the clerk says he witnessed. Ryan?
Well, Kay and Alicia, it is a new twist to a tragic ending. We talked to the gas station clerk who says that he was right there when things escalated quickly. He says he heard 6 or 7 shots ring out. Things escalated, and that is when he dialed 911. Now, according to Detroit police, there was a triple deadly shooting at the Sunoco gas station at the corner of McNichols and Lasser Road here on Detroit's west side. DPD says the shooting happened around 3 a.m. early Sunday morning and stemmed from an altercation at the gas station following a crash. Authorities say a woman and 2 men were shot and killed. Family and friends identified 2 of the victims as 25-year-old Trevor Sheeler and his sister Jasmine. Detroit police say they've arrested the person they believe to be the shooter. 7 News Detroit obtained surveillance video from the gas station showing the moments before the shooting, but this morning we're hearing from the gas station clerk who was right there when that physical altercation turned into gunfire. The clerk also says he heard 6 or 7 shots. That's when he quickly locked the door, took cover, and dialed 911.
I was in the back. I was watching the cameras, and then 2 cars pulled up. One of them was trying to leave, and the black car blocked in the Dodge. And then people hopped at the 300, started fighting the people that's in the Dodge, and whoever was driving the Dodge just shot at them. So one of the woman that got shot, she ran across the street, and then she just fell down. She ended up dying because they only thought it was 2 people. I never seen her till after. But the 2 people, one of them just died right away. One of them was still alive. The cops I don't think they could save him.
All right, back out here on the city's west side now. Detroit police says their condolences go out to the families impacted by this tragic event. We're also expected to learn more about the person Detroit police have.
Okay, I don't need to learn about the person that they have in custody. I don't need to learn about them. So, in case y'all didn't catch it, the next clip that I'm going to play is going to explain it more. And we will also hear from 2 of the girl and the boy that was brothers that was killed that night. We're going to hear from their mother. Okay, so it was 3 of them in that black car. It was a crash between the 2 of those cars. And they follow each other, I guess you could say. Or one followed the other to the gas station. Probably driving reckless behind them, all that. Gets to the gas station, blocks them in. All 3 of them gets out the car. Goes to the car. Start jumping on the man in the car. We all seen the 5 seconds where one of them was really fighting from what we saw. Well, that man shot all 3 of them. The one that was in the car. Shot all 3 of them dead. Then he stayed there and waited for the police to get there. He ain't run. He ain't take off. He ain't... He said, I'm going to wait. I'm sure they got cameras out here. They will see that these folks got out their cars and came to my car. The way the world going right now, I'm sure y'all can figure out what the rest of the things that I was thinking in my mind. I'm sure y'all can finish the blank. Let's move on to the next clip. We're going to hear what the mama got to say of the 2 kids that got out the car. I mean, they could have been adults, young adults. I don't know. But I'm going to call them kids because they got out that car. You don't go up to nobody's car You don't know what people got nowadays. And our three go up. This is a true example of bullets don't have no name. But baby, he didn't know their name. But them bullets got all three of them. Here we go. Here we go.
Evening on Route Barrage, we begin with a deadly shooting at a gas station on Detroit's west side. 3 people gunned down during a fight at the Sunoco on 6 Mile and Losser. Now, we're hearing tonight from a woman who says 2 of the victims were her own children. Fox News' Camilla Mary has more.
I lost 2 heartbeats. I lost 2 heartbeats.
A mother distraught. Her son and daughter, 25-year-old Trevor Sheeler and 24-year-old Jasmine Sheeler, shot and killed at a Detroit gas station early Sunday morning.
I'm just still trying to make sense of the whole thing. I feel like I'm lost, like a hole has been put in my heart that can't be filled.
A third person, Jasmine's boyfriend, also lost his life. It happened at the Sunoco gas station on the corner of McNichols and Losser on the Detroit-Redford border. Gas station security video shows 2 cars pulling up, Jasmine, Trevor, and the rest of their group in the black car. As they approach the other car, one of them reaches into the back seat. There is some sort of physical altercation. Then shots fired. Jasmine, Trevor, and Jasmine's boyfriend killed. The suspect stayed on scene and waited for police. When they arrived, he was taken into custody. Investigators say it appears it all stemmed from a car crash prior to the meetup at the gas station. Stacey Robertson giving us a sense of what her son and daughter were like.
They were my middle children, the life of the party. Always active, always like it wasn't a day that I didn't hear from them. They were always calling, texting.
Both Jasmine and Trevor leave behind young children.
There's no questions that we can answer because at the end of the day, the end result is the same.
A GoFundMe has been set up to raise money for funeral costs. If you would like to donate, we will put a link on our website, fox2detroit.com. On Detroit's west side, Camille Amiri, Fox 2 News.
I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say at this time. I really don't know what to say. My heart goes out to the mom. My heart goes out to the mom. And those kids. And the kids that they have left behind. But once again, you cannot get out your car and go to somebody else's car and put your hands on them. I don't think they even knew these folks. They just got into a crash and they just got crunk. Like, what was y'all listening to in that car? What? And I hate to say music make you do this, but we all know music make you do some strange things for some change, baby. Like, what was y'all conversation? Go, get him. I hate to say this, but that boy might walk. He just might walk. Right on up out of there. He didn't know if they had something on them. He didn't know if I shoot one of them, the other 2 might pull out something and get me. I'm not saying, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying, but I ain't gonna say it all. Shoot. All I am gonna say is y'all, once the crash happened, call 911, get a police report, all of that. If they are running, hit and run, and you able to chase them, which is not a good thing, get the license plate and handle it from there. But you definitely don't do what they did. I'm just saying. You don't do what they did. So let's go ahead and get into our next story. Our next story is coming outside of Jacksonville, baby. Jacksonville. Y'all ready for this? Here we go.
Jacksonville mother is pleading for help tonight. She's still searching for her missing 13-year-old daughter months after she disappeared.
Jacksonville sheriff's officers have labeled Zaya Thomas's case as a runaway and haven't issued a missing person alert. However, her family says this is far more serious. News for Jack's anchor Tarek Miner joins us now after talking with the child's mother.
Yeah, 13-year-old Zaya Thomas was last seen in January, and while there was some contact early on with her mother, that communication suddenly stopped after a troubling online message. Now her mother says every day without answers feels heavier than the last day.
Every phone call I get, I be hoping it's her.
Krishanda Thomas says she's been searching nonstop for her daughter every day since Zaya never came home in January. She's combed neighborhoods, stores, and hotels all across North Florida.
It's been hard. It's been rough. Like, I have other kids I have to take care of as well, and I've been trying to juggle both. I haven't been able to work. I haven't been able to eat. I haven't been able to sleep. Like, that's my baby. So it's rough. It's hard.
Thomas says she was in contact with her daughter through social media early on. Messages and calls that gave her reassurance that Zaya was still okay. But all that changed in early March with one cryptic message on social media.
She texted her sister and said, "These men won't let me come home." And nothing else. We called, text, we did everything. But she was doing all this via Facebook. So she don't have a phone or anything else. So it was nothing that we could ping.
Since that message, Thomas says there's been no contact. She says milestones have passed in silence, including her own birthday.
There's no contact. We don't have anything. No contact. She haven't. And my birthday was the 22nd of March. She would have called. She would have texted. She would have said something. My kids don't miss my birthday.
Each day now, she says she's holding on to faith after getting support from the community.
Family, friends, supporters. I have people that I didn't never know that contact me every day, pray with me.
Despite everything, she believes her daughter is still out there. Her message to her daughter is simple and filled with love.
Come home. We're going to be okay. It's hard for me right now without you. And just come home.
So the family is now offering a $4,000 reward for any information leading to Zaya coming home safely. If you have any information, if you perhaps think that you saw her or know something about this situation, you're asked to contact authorities. We did reach out to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, the agency confirming that there is an active report listing her as a runaway, adding that detectives are working to identify her location.
Wow. They got her down as a runaway, not as trafficking, not as kidnapping, not as missing. A runaway. And the reason why I think that they're calling it a runaway is because she has been contacting them. But how do we know that that was her contacting them? How do we know that? I pray this baby make it home. I pray this baby make it home, y'all. I would definitely be following this story up for y'all and for myself so that we'll know, what is the outcome of Miss Zaya. And we got to continue to pray. Now, before we get into our next story, we got another commercial. Brand new commercials, baby. Brand new commercials tonight, okay? So let's get into commercial part 2.
On July 25th, 2026, Ms. Peachy will host the annual Hearts in the Sky, the Peachy Memorial Museum experience, a deeply meaningful private gathering created to honor the lives of loved ones who are no longer with us. The meaning of Hearts in the Sky Hearts in the Sky is more than an event. It is a sacred experience of love, remembrance, and healing. The Peachy Memorial Museum experience was created to Purple Heart honor the lives of those taken too soon. Purple Heart preserve their memories through photos, stories, and tributes. Purple Heart create a safe space for families to grieve together. Purple Heart celebrate the love that still remains even after loss. Purple Heart remind families that their loved ones will never be forgotten. Each display represents a life that mattered. Each memory shared becomes a part of their legacy. Each heart released toward the sky symbolizes love that continues beyond this world. This experience allows families and friends to walk through a space filled with memories, reflection, and comfort while surrounded by others who understand the journey of grief. Private event notice. This is a private event for families and close friends only. The location is private and attendance is by invitation only. To attend, please contact the initial point of contact, which is the parent of the loved one being honored, or the guardian of the living children of the loved ones to receive an invitation. If you need any help, just inbox Ms. Peachy. This day is dedicated to love, healing, and remembrance, because every life deserves to be remembered, and every family deserves a place to heal.
All right. Now, we are going to go ahead and get started with our next story. We are down to our last few stories, y'all. Here we go.
Desperate search is underway for a missing woman who is 8 months pregnant. We're talking about 23-year-old Ashante Allen, last seen at her apartment complex last Friday.
And right now, her family is worried, saying they haven't heard from her since. Aniele Ruiz joins us live. She spoke with the woman's family. They are understandably worried, Aniele.
Well, that's right. They tell me she's had a complicated pregnancy. She's fainted a lot and has been in a wheelchair at times. And now they just want her home safely. Tonight, a desperate search is underway for 23-year-old Ashante Allen. Her mom says she saw her daughter last week, but an odd text message left them terrified.
On April the 10th, around 3:50 that morning, a text was sent to me saying I'm leaving and not coming back.
Trissa Gaines, Ashante's mother, knew something was wrong.
I didn't believe that she actually sent it. We was just inquiring about a 2-bedroom so the baby can have his own room and stuff like that.
The next morning, she says, things took an even more alarming turn. Their vehicle was gone.
So I went down to the apartment manager and asked him to give me a key so I can go inside and look around. All her stuff was there. All the baby clothes was there. Nothing was taken. So that was weird. Even the bag that she packed for her hospital was still sitting there.
And police say Ashante was last seen in a white Lincoln SUV, her mother's vehicle. Trisha tells me she tracked down her car, but her daughter was not with the person driving it.
Where's my daughter and how did you get my vehicle?
We actually feel like she's in danger at this moment, like she's not safe.
Mom says she got no straight answers and contacted police. She now has the vehicle back in her possession. Now Tim Miller with Texas EquiSearch has joined the effort to find her.
We don't have any evidence of foul play, and we certainly don't have any evidence that she left on her own.
He says they have teams out looking for her using ATVs and even drones.
No, it doesn't look good. Let's hope we can get her back alive. If something has happened, let's just hope we can get her located.
And tonight, her family has one message.
We all just want, Ashante, we all just want you to come home, like, safe, and please just reach out to us. If you're seeing this and you're okay.
Again, if you have any information, you're told to contact the Houston Police Department. You can also contact Texas EquiSearch. They are offering a $5,000 reward. And we're told the crews will be back out tomorrow to continue their search. Reporting live, Aniele Ruiz, KHOU 11 News.
Let's hope this story helps find her. Aniele Ruiz, thank you.
Well, it did help find her. The story did help find her. Let's go ahead and bring up that clip. Give me one moment. Y'all, this is sad. This is so sad. Somebody in the chat, royalty, calm. She says so much going on, so much going on. That is so correct. She said, "Lord help us." Here we go.
For a missing Houston woman 8 months pregnant ended in tragedy today.
Ashanti Allen's family and Texas EquiSearch say the 23-year-old was found dead at Chimney Rock Park. KPRC2's Nicole Nielsen reports from Southwest Houston.
The crime scene may be cleared now, but the questions aren't, as the parents of Ashanti Allen now wrestle with the loss of their beloved daughter and their first grandson. For more than a week, her name was on flyers, social media, and on the lips of searchers, hoping for a different ending.
My body's been numb ever since I've received this phone call. We was hoping for the best, but now we've heard the worst.
But Thursday morning, the search for 23-year-old Ashanti Allen led here, Chimney Rock Park, where her family says her body was found.
I don't think I even processed the fact that my daughter's gone. But I know it's gonna hit me, it's gonna hit me hard. I love my baby girl. She was my only girl, my baby girl, and then she had my only baby grandson. So right now, I can't put it in words how I feel.
Allen had been missing for 8 days. Houston police said she was last seen leaving her apartment complex on Main Street near NRG Stadium. Her mother says she got a text from Allen's phone that didn't sound right, saying, "I'm leaving and never coming back." That's when Texas EquiSearch moved in, setting up a command post, searching through wooded areas and brush, using drones and ATVs, looking for any sign of Allen.
At first, it was just slow going. It wasn't anything, nothing being reported, nothing being promised. It was just slow going. But once they got the detectives, things kind of took off.
Her family says a break in the case came when her phone was found at Edgewood Park, and location data helped investigators zero in on this area. Her father says Allen was getting ready for her first baby, excited, making plans and working.
She's 23 years old. She had a career, got pregnant, first baby. She was excited about that. And her life was going somewhere. It was going somewhere until, unfortunately, this happens. The wrong people in your life.
Now her family is no longer planning for the birth of their first grandson, but a funeral filled with grief and a lot of unanswered questions.
They found my baby girl, so I'm happy and sad, but I hope they find him. They need to do something.
So far, Houston police say that no charges have been filed in the case nor any suspects have been named. Reporting in Southwest Houston, Nicole Nielsen, KPRC2 News.
All right, y'all. Rest in peace to this young lady. My heart goes out to the family just as well. I also want to say this. For those that did not understand when he said he's happy and he's sad, of course he's sad because his baby girl is gone. But what he's happy about is that she was found. They don't have to go another day wondering if she's still alive, if she's not alive, where is she? If she's not alive, where we gonna find her at? That's what he means by he's happy. Because they don't have to worry about it another day. Now it's time for the grievance. Now it's time to plan her homegoing. Still angry, still mad, still hurt, still confused. But now they can start the healing process. We're going to go to this last clip for this story. After this last clip, we're going to go into our last part 3 commercial. And then after that, we have one last clip for the night. One last clip for the night, y'all. Y'all roll through it with me tonight. Y'all know I be bringing the bangers. Y'all already know. They be sad, but they still have y'all like, where she find this at? How she know this happened? You better watch Peachy Tea Tyme, baby. You never know what I'm going to show. Here we go.
And we begin tonight with the tragic
They got him.
The search for a man accused of killing his pregnant girlfriend and their unborn baby.
Authorities say Kevin Fox was arrested in the New Orleans area just a few days after 23-year-old Ashanti Allen's body was found in a bayou here in Houston. And new court records reveal disturbing details about the alleged crime.
Jason Miles live in Missouri City, where Allen's family spoke just a short time ago. Jason?
That's right. I spoke to them on Friday. You may recall they sent a message to Fox saying, "Be a man and turn yourself in." Here, 3 days later, they are relieved he is in custody. Ashanti Allen's family is leaning on their faith this evening, as well as the expectation of eventual justice for her accused killer.
I already knew from day one that he was the one who did something to my baby. I just didn't know what at the time.
24-year-old Kevin Fox, seen here in a new booking photo, was charged with capital murder while on the run. He's accused of killing 23-year-old Allen and their unborn baby boy, who'd already been named Jackson by his mother.
He killed our daughter and our grandson and his son.
According to a charging document, a man matching Fox's description was caught on this surveillance camera dragging what appeared to be a body along a bayou in Chimney Rock Park, where Ashanti's remains were found nearly a week later. The document states that Fox allegedly FaceTimed a female acquaintance and told her that he, quote, killed an MFer, and then showed the woman a lifeless body wearing dark clothing on the ground. For the first time, we're also learning how Ashanti may have died. According to the document, authorities found a ligature, specifically a cord, wrapped around her neck at least 2 times and tied in a knot. A woman her family says Fox previously accompanied to doctor's appointments.
And he was acting like he was such a caring person. But you know what? He really deserves an Academy Award for his acting, because he had all of us fooled.
Court records suggest Fox may have taken a Greyhound bus to Louisiana as Ashanti's family searched for her here in Houston, initially getting help from a woman he'd previously met online. Fox allegedly told her he was involved in a missing persons investigation regarding his, quote, baby's mama, before asking her not to look it up. And right now, details of Fox's arrest over in Louisiana not yet released, but he is being held tonight in the Jefferson Parish Jail, awaiting extradition back to Texas. Reporting live, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
A family relieved, but also still mourning tonight. Jason Miles, thank you.
Well, we know he ain't coming home no time soon, ever. Ever. He probably would get life without parole or the death penalty. Because I do believe in Texas, they do the death penalty there. So, and he don't deserve to get back out. He don't deserve to see the light of day. I wouldn't be mad at them if they keep him in the hole until he's gone. You ain't even got to feed him for all man. I'm just saying. Whether you take 1 life, 2 life, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't deserve to come back out. And you took this girl and y'all baby. We think this was his baby, because we don't know what ticked him off and made him snap. But it was something. I don't know. It could have been nothing. These folks crazy out here, y'all. They is crazy. You could look at somebody wrong and you up out of here. You see what happened with the crash. The crash didn't occur. And they just, 3 people gone. 3 people gone over the crash. Because they want to get out and fight. Carmen said, another coward. Another coward. Yes, another one. Another one. And the family said, had me fooled. Had us all fooled. Being nice around us. Sad, sad, sad. All right, y'all. This is our very last commercial break. All new commercials tonight. When we come back, I will explain these commercials, the 3 commercials that y'all saw tonight. Here we go. Hey, it's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can call me Miss Peachy. That's what everybody else call me anyways. Hey, you guys, come on out. Come out and join me on July 26, 2026 for the first annual Miss Peachy BV Hill Walk for Justice at the Dwayne Ferris Community Center in Saginaw, Michigan. The Peachy BV Hill Walk for Justice is for everyone in the community to come together in unity, remembrance, and purpose. We will gather outside at 10:15 a.m. to begin with light stretching, and afterwards, we will take our walk up the historic BV Hill together. The BV Hill Walk for Justice represents more than just a walk. It symbolizes the difficult journey that many families face after losing a loved one to violence. Walking up the hill reflects strength through pain, hope through heartbreak, unity in the community, and justice for voices that can no longer speak for themselves. Every step taken is a reminder that families should not have to walk through grief alone. This walk stands as a powerful statement that the community will continue to stand together, remember those lost, and keep pushing forward in the fight for justice. Come walk with us as we honor loved ones, uplift families, and show that their names and stories will never be forgotten. See y'all there. I forgot to cut something off early. I apologize for that. I'm gonna have to go back and redo it. But yeah, so if y'all paid attention, there was a part one, part two, and part three of each commercial. And those that symbolizes the 3-day event that we are having in Saginaw, Michigan, baby. We traveling, baby. We coming to Saginaw. I'm coming home, baby. I'm so excited. So part one was the meet and greet. You get to come out. You get to come out and meet me, baby. You get to come meet me. Face to face, baby. We gonna have a good time. Live DJ Prince gonna be in the building, baby, spinning them ones and twos. Okay. While y'all get to give me hugs. And some of y'all gonna probably cry. And some of y'all just gonna look at me and start laughing because I'm gonna be laughing too sometimes. Y'all know me. And then we have the event, which is part two. Event day number 2, we will have the event called Hearts in the Sky, the Peachy Museum Memorial Experience, where it is a private event. It is only for the families and their family and friends. And of course, some of my family's gonna be up in the building too. You know, a couple of my friends too. They gonna be up in the building, and my team. You know, we're gonna be in the building. We're gonna be in the building. So make sure you get in contact with the initial person, the initial point of contact, which is the parents or parent or look, like I said, parent or also a guardian of the loved one's children. All right. So get in contact with them. If you see a picture up there, you know them, you really want to come, you are a friend of theirs, or you are a family member, and it's like, I don't know who to contact. Let me know. And I will contact the first person, the point of contact, and let them know that you are trying to reach them. Okay? That's how we gonna do that. And then last but not least, baby, part 3, our last event day, and we are doing the BV Hill Walk, the Walk for Justice. Y'all gotta make sure y'all show up for that. I know a lot of us gonna be tired. We ain't gonna feel like walking. For the people that is not able to walk, but you still want to come on out. We will have a certain designated spot for you just as well, okay? And you ain't even gotta walk. But if you are able and capable and willing to come out and walk, come out and join us. 10:15, baby. at the Dwayne Ferris Community Center. We're gonna be right up there. Y'all see all our cars up there, and we gonna start off with stretches. Okay, gonna start out with stretches. Shout out to Wendell. He gonna be our coach, and baby, we gonna get it in. Okay, we're gonna get it in. All right, y'all. Shout out time. And first and foremost, we gotta shout out to God. Shout out to God. Shout out to God, baby. Y'all know I don't play about me some God. You know I don't play. Okay? So, shout out to Cynthia Overton, Amelia Banda, Peslina, Carmen, Angela Vines, Nicole Thomas, Mama Peach. What's up, boo? I love you, Mama Peach. Keziah, Patricia, Stephanie, Diane Johnson, and so many more. Shout out to Thomas. He's watching just as well. Shout out to DJ Prince, because I think he's watching too. So shout out to everybody out there watching. You're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and of course, Instagram. Shout out to Royalty. I gotta say shout out to Royalty. Shout out to Amber. Shout out to Princess. Hey, Princess. And everybody else. All right. Well, y'all, we are down to our last clip for the night. This was another extremely sad story just as well. I don't have a lot of information on this. All I have is the news broadcasting clip. So let's go ahead, baby. Let's get started. Pittsburgh News.
She was so full of life. And this last year and a half, just so full of life.
Tonight, a mother mourning the loss of her daughter, shot and killed in an early morning shooting in Braddock on Saturday. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Erica Stanish. That shooting also injuring 2 others. Tonight and only on KDKA, our Ricky Sayer is hearing from the victim's family as they remember the 26-year-old's life.
Quinn Vinay was a mother of 2 kids, 1 and 2 years old. Her own mother told me Quinn brought laughter into every room. This grieving mother faces an understandable challenge.
Hard to sleep because every time I wake up, I feel this pain in my chest like it was the pain that she felt.
Mia Meredith's 26-year-old daughter, Quinn Vinay, was shot and killed Saturday morning along Braddock Avenue.
Knowing that something was wrong with Quinn and that I had to rush over there, the whole time I prayed to God because He always told me He would protect all 5 of my kids.
In her heart, she says she felt it couldn't be serious. It was.
We don't even know why, but she definitely wasn't a target.
Allegheny County police say a man from across the street shot at Quinn and 2 other women. They were hospitalized.
Unbearable, unbelievable. She's a baker, a hairstylist, and she was a model.
Vinay had gone to Club Elegance after coming back from a photo shoot. Her growing career as a model is something her mother says had given her daughter's life purpose at a critical time.
Quinn battled with depression at a young age. She battled being suicidal, and she overcame all of it. In this last year and a half or so, she overcame the demon of depression, and I was so proud of her.
Is there a message you think she'd want to share?
It's okay not to be okay.
Her anthem, now a message her family can put to use.
She's so giving, so caring, so loving. Even to people that she felt wronged her, she just was just so loving.
Meredith's pain now comes and goes as she looks ahead to another difficult night.
But it's the thought of going back to sleep, knowing that I'm gonna wake up with that same feeling again. And I know my baby was scared.
A nightmare she can't shake. Family members drew our attention to Quinn's final Facebook post. It was meant to be humorous, but it ended up taking on a different meaning. In it, she wrote, quote, "Crazy thing is, I'm going home." Reporting at County Police Headquarters, Ricky Sayer, KDK.
That's so sad. So she made that last post. Crazy thing, I'm going home. And she ended up going home to be with the Lord. It's crazy when you know, we can't imagine what these families deal with or go through, but to be driving, walking, doing whatever you do, just another day, and then you boom, get hit all of a sudden with the worst news of your life. My heart goes out to each and every family that has been showcased on Peachy Tea Tyme tonight. For the story that just ended, if you guys know something, please say something and help this family. Please pray for each and every family that was showcased tonight. Keep them in your prayers. If you know any of these family members, keep trying to keep them encouraged. Let them know that God is going to carry them through this. All right? I love y'all dearly. Love y'all dearly. And I will see y'all on Wednesday. Yes, on Wednesday. We do have a new family coming in on Wednesday. Miss Andrica Cage. I about to say Page. Andrica Cage will be coming on to tell her loved one story. I'm telling you now, you don't want to miss Wednesday, baby. You definitely want to come and support this family and hear what happened to her loved one. Very, very sad situation. The story, it will be on Wednesday, is the story out in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I covered this story so many times about the young man that was running from the police officers. Started off at the gas station. He took off running and ran to Burger King. And once he got to Burger King, that little side door where they come out and bring you your food to you because they done told you pull up to the end of the window all the way down and they're going to bring your food out. That man ran right up there. And all of a sudden, an unmarked police officer car, SUV comes and just ram him right on into the wall. That's going to be a tough story. That's going to be a tough story to do because you all know that we show news broadcasting clips when the families come on to Peachy Tea Tyme. So I always let the families know that we're going to play these clips. They do be aware of it. So I give them the opportunity to give them time to step away from the camera so that they don't see the video clip, or they can sit there and they can watch it. So we will see what goes on with Miss Andrica Cage when she comes on to Peachy Tea Tyme on this Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time, y'all. So please make sure y'all tune in, baby. Tune in. Carmen said, thank you, Peachy, for all you continue to do. Oh, thank you so much, Carmen. It's all God. It's all God that got me doing what I'm doing. That's all I can say. I'm on an assignment. I do what he asked me to do. And I love what I do because I know I'm helping families. All right? All right. We out of here, y'all. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I will see you guys. I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.
On July 25th, 2026, Miss Peachy will host the annual Hearts in the Sky, the Peachy Memorial Museum Experience, a deeply meaningful private gathering created to honor the lives of loved ones who are no longer with us. The meaning of Hearts in the Sky. Hearts in the Sky is more than an event. It is a sacred experience of love, remembrance, and healing. The Peachy Memorial Museum Experience was created to Purple Heart honor the lives of those taken too soon. Purple Heart preserve their memories through photos, stories, and tributes. Purple Heart create a safe space for families to grieve together. Purple Heart celebrate the love that still remains even after loss. Purple Heart remind families that their loved ones will never be forgotten. Each display represents a life that mattered. Each memory shared becomes a part of their legacy. Each heart released toward the sky symbolizes love that continues beyond this world. This experience allows families and friends to walk through a space filled with memories, reflection, and comfort while surrounded by others who understand the journey of grief. Private event notice. This is a private event for families and close friends only. The location is private and attendance is by invitation only. To attend, please contact the initial point of contact, which is the parent of the loved one being honored, or the guardian of the living children of the loved ones to receive an invitation. If you need any help, just inbox Ms. Peachy. This day is dedicated to love, healing, and remembrance, because every life deserves to be remembered, and every family deserves a place to heal.